Do I want a chef's hat?
Usually
Do I look-
everybody has...
Everybody wears a chef's hat.
Everybody's having
this is
an
up to.
apron.
I shouldn't.
Yeah, I think you should
Up to
wear
you.
it.
Okay, I'll wear the hat.
Go for it. And I don't know if you want an apron as well.
Sure.
Because usually...
I don't want to get chocolate on these perfect.
That's the thing. I have a question for you, Jeff. Tell me, what do you know about chocolate already?
I know that I like it.
That's perfect. I guess that's the reason why you are here, right? Awesome, awesome. Do you know what the chocolate is made of?
Well, I do know that cocoa beans come from a plant somewhere far away, and that's about
Far
my
away.
knowledge.
Yeah, that's correct. You named it all. So chocolate is coming from a plant. It's coming from beans. The beans are called cocoa beans, and they grow on trees. On the trees called cocoa trees. You can imagine the cocoa trees growing just a similar way as, I would say, any other fruit tree. I like to compare it to apple trees, so you can like envision what it kind of looks like on the plantations, as you said, far away.
I'm envisioning, these hanging from.
Not quite, but we're gonna go through the whole process of how to get it from the bean to the bar.
Okay.
Yeah. You can first have a look at these. Yeah. These are called cocoa pods. The pod is the actual fruit in which the beans are growing. Yeah.
Okay.
This is what it looks like from inside. Yeah. This is a smaller version. This is the real cocoa pod, yeah, with real cocoa beans. However, this is not quite what it looks like when it's all fresh, yeah. When you have fresh cocoa beans, they look a little bit different because they are all covered in kind of white, wet, sticky pulp, yeah. Today we have cocoa from Madagascar, yeah. So go ahead, grab a cocoa. As I said, it's roasted. It's been roasted here in Switzerland. You can smell it, yeah. What do you smell?
I smell chocolate.
Chocolate, right?
That's what I smell.
Chocolate, yeah. After you smell it, you can try to gently squeeze it between your fingers. Yeah. When you do it gently,
Oh, I see.
you can peel the shell off, peel the skin off. Yeah. We never use the skin for chocolate because if we use the skin in big amounts, in large amounts, actually contains the same chemical as marijuana, so it could technically make us high.
Okay.
So every now and then people here on the workshop say, "Oh, can I save the skin?" Oh, fuck, go crazy, go for it. Yeah, but normally we don't use the skin
Right.
for chocolate. Yeah.
I have to
If you,
drive, so.
when you crushed it just like this, these small pieces, these are called cocoa nibs. Yeah.
Nibs,
This is
okay.
very, very popular lately. Maybe you have heard of cocoa
Yeah,
nibs.
yeah.
Yeah. It's considered a superfood. Yeah. Then if you want, have a bite of it. Yeah. Bite it, roasted cocoa nibs.
Right.
It really is very healthy. Yeah, cocoa is loaded in different vitamins and antioxidants, and all of those are actually really, really healthy. It's very good, for example, for brain stimulation when you have to focus a lot at work or stay concentrated. Or it's also really good for heart function. It can reduce the blood pressure as well. So also chocolate with high percentage of cocoa beans inside is actually more like a healthy treat than something like a candy bar or something like
sure,
that.
okay.
Yeah, so it can be really, really healthy. Do you know, by the way, where chocolate is originally coming from?
I don't know. No.
Can you guess? Would you like to guess?
The grocery store is pretty much as far as I've gone. No, so it must be a warm country.
Exactly.
I'm guessing somewhere, was it South America?
Central America.
Central America.
The origin of cocoa and chocolate is in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Aztecs and Mayans were the first people who actually recognized some kind of value to cocoa beans.
And what's the process then if they're too bitter when they're fresh? What happens to make them?
What we need to do in the first step will be to add some of the solid chocolates into our melted base. Yeah, we both are working with milk chocolates in Switzerland, and that's what Switzerland is famous for.
locals do.
Yeah. So we will be adding milk chocolate buttons. Yeah. We need to add a small handful of those. Yeah. You can count like this much. That's perfect.
Good.
Yeah. And you need to add them in. Yeah. Once your buttons are in, yeah, then we need to grab a spatula. Yeah. Like a professional.
Okay, messy.
And then the most important and most significant part of the whole tempering motion will come, and that will be this movement, yeah? Okay. This one direction stirring of the chocolate together with the solid chocolates in the bowl, yeah? This one direction motion, this movement is the key of creating beautiful, shiny bars of chocolate. Yeah. By this motion, we melt the solid chocolate buttons down, and we also cool down the temperature of warm chocolate. Yeah. As we are slowly cooling it down, we are reconnecting cocoa butter back together with cocoa beans, and that's how we create those beautiful, stable molecules of chocolate and shiny, glossy bars of chocolate later on. Yeah. So the first temperature test that we have here is very simple. Yeah. All we need to do is to compare the temperature of chocolate to our body temperature.
All right.
Yeah. We are aiming for 86 Fahrenheit, which is colder than body temperature. That's around 98.6, something like that, right? So technically, the chocolate needs to feel cold against our skin. So all we have to do right now, please have a look.
Okay.
You will dip your pinky into the chocolate just like this, yeah. And then please put a little bit of chocolate on the tip of your nose where the skin is the most sensitive.
Oh.
Yeah. As soon as you put it on the nose, it should feel cold instantly.
It felt cool. Maybe still a little.
Do you really believe this is how we measure it in Switzerland?
I believe it.
You do?
I'll believe anything.
I'm so sorry, but I have to disappoint you a little bit because this is not the way of measuring temperature.
Okay.
But it is the way of maybe tasting it because you
I was going to say I'm not disappointed.
Nice one. We do have a little bit of a technology in Switzerland. We use a laser thermometers, yeah. So we need 86 and a little bit less, yeah. So we still have 86.5. It's kind of jumping up and down. So
87, yeah.
maybe a little bit more, yeah.
okay.
Good. Cool. So in next step, I think it should be fine now. In next step, we will get some extra scoop of warm chocolate. And we're only doing this because we need to keep our chocolate nice and runny, because now as it cools, it would be setting very quickly and then it gets too thick once again. So we need to keep it nice and runny. So, yeah. Perfect. And then, last thing we need to do always is to scrape the chocolate off the sides, exactly, and bring it down into the middle. Yeah. Perfect.
Never a doubt in my mind.
You are rock